What happens when one of Hollywood's most respected actors sits down for what should be a simple chat about his latest film, only to face the most shocking display of entitlement and disrespect ever caught on live television? In just 34 seconds, one host's outrageous comment would destroy her credibility forever and send Liam Neeson storming off set in a moment that left millions of viewers absolutely stunned. The Loose Women studio buzzed with excitement that morning. Liam Neeson, the iconic star of Schindler's List, Taken, and countless blockbusters, had agreed to appear on the daytime talk show to promote his new action thriller. The audience was thrilled to see one of cinema's most beloved figures settle onto the iconic purple sofa. The panelists, including the outspoken Denise Welch, seemed ready for a lively discussion. Welch, known for her bold opinions, appeared particularly animated, her eyes hinting at impending drama, while her co-hosts kept things professional. "Liam, it's absolutely wonderful to have you here," the main host began warmly. "Your new film looks incredible. Tell us about stepping back into the action genre at your age." Neeson smiled graciously, his distinctive voice filling the room. "Well, you know, I've always believed that age is just a number when it comes to storytelling. The character I play in this film, he's lived a full life with experience and wisdom. That brings authenticity that a younger actor might not capture." The audience nodded appreciatively. Neeson, renowned for his intelligence and poise in interviews, delved deeper. "The preparation is intense, physical training of course, but also emotional. When portraying someone who's endured trauma and fights for their beliefs, you have to find that truth within yourself." Another panelist chimed in, "Your fans love your authenticity. It grounds even the wildest action scenes." Neeson agreed, audiences sense true commitment. It's about the human heart of the story, whether wielding a lightsaber or searching for a lost daughter. There must be something real to connect with. The conversation flowed smoothly. Thoughtful questions about his process, career longevity, and future projects. This was engaging TV at its best, but Welch shifted impatiently, drumming her fingers on her mug, waiting to interject. Suddenly, she cut in abruptly, "Liam, can we talk about something that actually matters? Let's be honest about what's really going on." The studio hushed. Neeson turned, his warm expression turning cautious. "I'm sorry," he asked politely, assuming a legitimate query. Welch leaned forward with predatory glee. "What I want to know is why you think anyone still cares about what you have to say. You're what, 70, 72, and you're still running around in these ridiculous action films like some tough guy." The audience gasped audibly. This wasn't just rude, it was unprofessional and unprovoked. Neeson's face paled in shock. A co-host, mortified, tried to intervene. "Denise, perhaps we should..." But Welch pressed on. "No, this needs to be said. Here's a man who's made millions pretending to be something he's not, now expecting us to fawn over him. I'm not impressed." The cameras captured Neeson's reaction. A man who'd faced challenging roles and personal tragedies with dignity, now ambushed by cruelty masked as entertainment. "I think there may be a misunderstanding," he said measuredly. "I came to discuss my work and share insights, not to be attacked personally." Welch laughed harshly. "This is honesty. Something this industry needs. You pretend you're still relevant, that people line up for your incredible acting." The other panelists squirmed, the exchange veering into character assassination. Neeson's jaw tightened. "I'm not sure what your point is, Ms. Welch. Are you suggesting my work lacks merit, that directors and audiences are mistaken?" She shot back. "What I'm suggesting is maybe it's time to step aside. Let younger, more talented actors have a chance. Stop clinging to your faded glory. Your time is over." There it was, the 34-second bombshell, replayed endlessly on social media. The line crossed every boundary, attacking Neeson's career and legacy. The studio fell deathly silent, cameras frozen on the unfolding disaster. Neeson sat still, processing the insult. Then, with quiet dignity, he responded, "Ms. Welch, I've been in this business over 4 decades, working with talents like Steven Spielberg and Martin Scorsese. I've never claimed to be the greatest, but I've approached my work with honesty and dedication." Welch rolled her eyes. "Don't make this about your fans. It's about you living in a fantasy, thinking you're box office gold." "Actually," Neeson replied calmly, "this is about basic courtesy and respect, something lacking here today." A host tried redirecting. "Perhaps your upcoming projects, Liam." But Welch doubled down. No, let's not pretend. Why do you think you deserve special treatment? Easy questions, everyone telling you you're wonderful. Not today. Neeson's brows raised. I thought politeness was standard for guests. Clearly, I was mistaken. The audience murmured in discomfort. They tuned in for insights, not humiliation. Welch smirked. Your problem is you've been surrounded by yes men. You can't handle the truth. You're past your prime. Your film's formulaic, taking roles from fresh talent. The audacity stunned the room. Welch, whose own acting career paled in comparison, lecturing a legend. Neeson's retort was precise. Ms. Welch, in your extensive experience, how many leading roles in major films have you been offered lately? Her smirk faltered, mouth agape. I'm wondering what qualifies you to judge who should work in this industry. It seems you're confusing opinion with expertise. The hosts glanced nervously. This had escalated too far. Welch, ego bruised, snapped. Don't make this about my career. It's about yours refusing to end. Neeson countered quietly. My career is built on audience support, director trust, and critical recognition. Even when not loving a film, they see the craft. Your assessment, just conflict for ratings. That's sad. Sad, Welch sputtered. What's sad is you pretending you're relevant. Your best work behind you. Neeson nodded. I've done interviews worldwide with respected journalists asking tough questions to understand deeper. But you've equated cruelty with insight. Remarkable. Welch flustered. You're twisting my words. No. He said, I'm responding to yours. My work lacks merit. I'm in fantasy, past prime, blocking others. Why say this on live TV to someone you've never met, about work you haven't understood? Blinded by arrogance, Welch declared, someone needs to say it. The Emperor has no clothes. Neeson's composure cracked, his voice dropping. Let's talk truth since you love fairy tales. Truth, I've worked 40+ years in an industry I love with extraordinary talents. Millions find meaning in my films, from Schindler's List to Taken. Welch tried interrupting, but he continued, Truth, you invited me under false pretenses for drama, not discussion. You've confused cruelty with perception, tearing down with building up. A host pleaded, Liam, let's focus. He held up a hand. We've focused enough. Positions are clear. Turning to Welch, you want relevance. Dignity is relevant. Professionalism is relevant. Using your platform to build, not destroy. That's relevant. Welch flushed. You can't dismiss criticism because you dislike it. Legitimate criticism. Neeson's voice steeled. You haven't analyzed performances, choices, or development. Just personal attacks for controversy. I don't have time for it. He stood slowly, tension filling the studio. Where are you going? Welch demanded. I'm leaving, Neeson said firmly. I came for conversation, not attacks confusing rudeness with insight. I've known tough questions from cheap shots. This is the latter. I won't stand for it. Hosts begged, Liam, please stay, we'd love to hear about your film. But he moved offset. I appreciate that, but I won't pretend this is acceptable. Welch, his last gasp, ridiculous. You can't storm off over tough questions. Neeson paused, pity in his eyes. If you think this was tough questions, I feel sorry for you. It suggests you don't know journalism from bullying. And with that, he was gone. The cameras rolled on the stunned silence, shocked hosts, frozen audience, Welch agape, realizing her disaster. The show cut to commercial, but viewers knew they'd seen Neeson's masterclass in dignity and Welch's self-destruction through arrogance. When the dust settled, Neeson's reputation shone brighter. Welch's was forever tarnished, a cautionary tale of entitlement over empathy in television's chase for conflict.